These 5 injuries have shaped the 2025 WNBA season. Every year there's one variable that can tilt a championship race, and it's the one nobody can game plan for: injuries. This season has had more than its share. Start with Minnesota, where the Lynx have already clinched a playoff spot and sit 6 games clear of the number 2 seed, looking every bit like a team intent on avenging the 2024 finals. The only cloud is Naphtali Collier's right ankle sprain. She's expected to miss at least 2 weeks, and late-season injuries aren't just about games lost. They interrupt rhythm, conditioning, and the timing that powers an MVP candidate at both ends. If Collier returns at full speed, Minnesota remains the favorite. If she's limited, that comfortable gap can tighten in a hurry. In Indiana, the story is what might have been. Caitlin Clark's sophomore year was set up for a leap, and in the 13 games she played, the promise was obvious. The Fever even won the Commissioner's Cup, though Clark missed that title game with a groin injury and then re-injured it.
Looks like she's in pain after that pass.
She hasn't played in nearly a month, and there's still no firm timetable. Awards talk is off the table now. The question is whether she can return with enough comfort and burst to matter in the postseason. With Clark on the floor, Indiana's spacing sharpens, the tempo lifts, and late-game shot creation appears on demand. Without her, the Fever can grind, but the ceiling drops. The expansion Golden State Valkyries have been a bright spot, staying in playoff position and playing above expectation from opening night. July brought their first real gut punch when Kayla Thornton injured her knee in practice and was ruled out for the season. It cut short a career year, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 1.5 assists per game, and removed the two-way wing who glued their best lineups together. The Valkyries have remained competitive, but this instantly became a what-if campaign. What if Thornton were still spacing the corners, switching across matchups, and taking the toughest perimeter assignments? New York, the quest to repeat has collided with reality. Breanna Stewart has been out since July 26 with a right knee injury. There's hope for a late August return, but the regular season wraps in mid-September, which leaves precious little runway to regain timing and conditioning. Emma Meesseman adds skill and stability, yet there's no replacing Stewart's ability to warp coverages, unlock 5 outlooks, and close games at both ends. The Lynx have earned the favorites label on current form. If Stewart can't get back to herself quickly, the Liberty's margin narrows to a sliver. Chicago's season has been overshadowed by the uncertainty around Angel Reese, the NBA 2K26 cover star, and a rebounding engine who is averaging 14.2 points and 12.6 boards. A back injury with no timetable has taken her off the floor, and the Sky have struggled badly without her presence. Reese wouldn't have solved every issue, but she manufactures extra possessions, fuels transition chances, and sets the team's physical tone. Right now, the only thing to circle on Chicago's calendar is clarity, either a return window or a final determination, so fans can have something concrete to rally around. Injuries are part of the game, but that doesn't make them any easier to swallow. The silver lining is that outside of Thornton's season ender, these absences don't have to be final chapters. Collier and Stewart could still change the shape of the playoff bracket if they return with enough time to ramp. Clark's status remains a swing factor for Indiana's ceiling, and a healthy Reese would give the Sky and their fans a genuine reason to look forward again. Until then, survival favors the adaptable, the teams that tighten rotations, tweak coverages, and find just enough offense to buy time for their stars to heal.